This is Atlas. This is Art 180. This is Generation Loud. These will be young people expressing their heart, young people giving y'all their soul. We have the honor, me as one half, and also Roscoe Burnhams, who you will be hearing later on tonight, have had the honor of being a part of these kids' lives and a part of everything they've shared, the tears and the smiles and the laughs and the craziness and the work. Oh my goodness, the work is just incredible.
Yeah. I don't feel it's and
We got stuff to work on. We definitely have stuff to work on. Like today, finishing. So what I would like to see you do is take this kind of section by section. So like, let's try the idea of separating this into different types of depth and then pull from what you have in your first draft and incorporate that in.
Art 180 is basically a nonprofit organization. We've been around for 21 years, actually, and we bring different art education programs to teens throughout Richmond, Virginia.
We're gonna let these young people come up here and speak their heart. Say word? Word. We're going to get into it. The first person that you will hear on this stage. Me and Roscoe are teaching these kids the concept of poetry through the avenue or the platform of slam. Slam is competition-based poetry, spoken word poetry, performance poetry.
We are survivors, and here we are crashed like cymbals on the soil of tobacco, cotton, sharecropping, fingers, coarse like their hair, coarse like the lashes on their back, coarse like their pain, harmonized in the key of trauma, or traumatized to the harm of being a minority, looking for the freedom note.
My very first taste of like seeing performance poetry happen was watching Roscoe and Megan Rickman and narrator. Somebody was on stage doing the poem, and then they got to a certain part, and one of them from the crowd would get up and start doing a continuation of the poem, and I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm home. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, cool, got it.
Looking for the freedom notes, the slave song rebellion anthem mapping north like a Union soldier's bugle, singing a Negro spiritual like,
You felt that though?
yeah.
Okay, good. That's what was supposed to happen.
All right.
You were supposed to read it, and you were supposed to be able to feel the changes you were supposed to make yourself. One of the things I wanted to do the most was reach back to kids. If I knew about these things when I was in school, oh my goodness, my life would be entirely different.
To the mic, show some love for Chris Steve.
Blood and pain of our melanin dripping. As we watch our heritage and struggle go down the drain. We fail to realize slavery was a mind game. Our people are not free, there is no we, because it's shooting for the sky, the stars as each other was shooting. Once upon a time,
I love poetry so much because it's an expression. I love art because it's expression. Poetry specifically is, I don't know, it's just that energy I get from being on stage. Like, it's just this adrenaline, this artist urge, it pumps through my veins as it comes out and I speak to people.
we open our own wounds without them having to whip us, for poverty turns us against us.
You said your opening line was, I have questions?
Yes.
Okay, so I have...
Do I want to say a tiger pool or just go at it?
I would actually use this kind of as your title, but it's also technically your first one.
All 180 and the people here is like a family to me. This is like a second home to me and a place I could be myself, like my art self that other people don't know about me until I'm ready to bring it out.
Okay, cool. So let's try to get this memorized as soon as possible.
Okay. I have questions. Who am I? What is the meaning of life? When will it all make sense?
So let's add that, and then I think this poem is in a good place, and I kind of want to wrap it up and then talk about some memorization and performance stuff. Cool. But this was like.
Having Breeze as an instructor, having Roscoe as an instructor, they're very different coaches. Roscoe's more like a technical coach. He really breaks down like the words and the pronunciations. Breeze taught me how to project, how to really give my emotions and characters and my voice more power when I'm on stage. To be a poetry performer, you really have to have that confidence on stage or your audience is not going to believe in what you're saying, because you don't.
Because to change, you must start a movement. To start a movement, you must move. To move, you must stand. To stand, you must keep your head up. and follow your ambitions as a rider to the end of time. Or once you realize you gotta keep that smile, cuz.
I feel like I've grown so much being here just because I've been soaked in other arts.
We aren't just teaching poetry. We aren't just teaching slam. In a lot of cases, we're teaching like a way out. You know, we're teaching hope and the bounds that could take you to endless. And it starts here.
Every First Fridays, we have an exhibition. The Big Show will showcase all of our effort, work, expression coming together on one night. And we'll also showcase in many ways our artists, our teaching artists.
A place like this, everyone should know about. We should know about this like how we know about the Capitol. Like, this is a landmark. Like, this is a place really creating stars itself. You know, I feel like this should really be blown up, and that's why I want to do an R180. I want to put it, you know, on a scale where the city sees it. Then from there, push it to the state, because more kids deserve this. You know, not everybody's in art. Some people are athletics, some people are academics. But for our artists, they should all at least know this exists.
We want the programs to speak truth and power to the work that the teens are doing. So if they could come back around, become teaching artists themselves, run programming, that'd be awesome.
That's what I hope they take from this. I hope they take this opportunity and make their way out and push it to the many bounds, endless possibilities they can go to.